big expectations, first starting out selling final expense life insurance. Guys, when I first started, it was during the pandemic, right? It was 2020. I call it the year of vision. We moved from Florida, packed all our stuff up, moved from Florida. I had this gig, right, doing Facebook ads. Long story short, I had a big awakening, right? Like I needed a change, even though I was able to get some extra money and take control of my own schedule and become an entrepreneur before I actually moved to Texas. Before I got my insurance license, I did a lot of ads, like social media marketing, before I knew what SMMA was. So I want to talk a little bit about that and what was the transition like, right? During the pandemic, when I'm in that truck, that moving truck, that U-Haul, and I'm driving with the wife, and my wife has the kids, and we're packed to the gill. She's in the Jeep with the kids in the Jeep, and then we got bags of clothes in the back of the Jeep. I'm driving the big ass U-Haul, and it's like a 13-hour drive, probably a little bit longer with that U-Haul. And we stopped around Pensacola, and I jump out, right? And at the time I still drank, but I had my mind set. I said, once I cross the state line of Texas, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not smoking cigarettes, right? I'm dropping all that shit. And I use a book because it helped reframe my mind. It's called Alan Carr, The Easy Way to Control Alcohol. And I also use it to quit smoking as well, and also use it to stop eating sugar. And all it does is kind of reverse the brainwashing that we're, unfortunately being growing up in America, we're brainwashed very early to want these things, right? Because they look cool. The coolest characters on TV, they do some cool shit, right? And then they pop open a cigar, right? Go look at a John Wick movie. This man's like on an island drinking fucking mojitos, and then a week later, he's back in shape, and now he can fight for fucking 7 hours, right? Like, it's just unrealistic. And it's unfortunate that they paint our heroes, our modern day heroes that are on TV, in such a sinister light. I mean, it's very nefarious in my opinion. But not to digress, let's pull the reins back a little bit, right? So at any rate, I learned to reverse the brainwashing that I was exposed to, right? And I logically reasoned all of those reasons why I was drinking to the ground. I was just done, guys. I don't know how else to put it. I didn't use AA. I didn't use any patches or fake beers. I literally just removed the craving by reverse engineering the reasons that I was doing it. And I can show you guys how to do that too if you guys need help. I always talk about it, and please reach out, man. Like, there's no egos here. Like, that was part of it. Like, I had to deconstruct my ego. Like, I destroyed it. I killed it. I felt like a part of me died. It was just that moment. I was in the garage smoking a cigarette. I had a 6-pack, and I was just sitting in the garage, and I was just like thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this is it, bro. Like, if you don't get a fucking grip of this thing, like, look at everybody in your life who drinks. Look at all the reasons that they say they drink. They don't really, like, oh, it relaxes them or whatever it is. Like, dude, but they can't stop. Like, I'm like, dude, just look at anybody who's able to just stop for like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. They can't. Even friends with like the vape, the nicotine, and just, all that bullshit. So, dude, I had to come to grips with myself. And a lot of the alcohol that I was drinking was causing me to do like stupid fucking shit, bro. So, I had to come with grips of that too. And I mean, it's really bad stuff. After I quit drinking, in fact, during 2020, when I did make it across the border to Texas, I had some fucking serious mental health issues, and I'm not one to even placate that kind of information, like that kind of thought, like depression, bipolar, stress and all that. Like, I don't even entertain that shit. But dude, I ain't gonna lie. All that alcohol did, running from my reality every single night, was it suppressed a lot of emotions that as a human we're supposed to experience. We're supposed to feel these emotions. Like when you get into a fight with your spouse, or maybe you said some mean, hurtful things to some people you love, your mom, your grandma, your sister, your brother. And instead of like dealing with that emotion and like manning up and talking through your problems, at night you drink. You just sit there and just drink your fucking emotions away. And it's so easy to hide, especially nowadays, because dude, every fucking body does it. It's so rare to come across somebody who's just purely intuitional, purely a pure being, right? Someone who's not influenced by an external chemical, someone who doesn't get a reward from consuming some kind of chemical, whether it be caffeine, sugar, alcohol, nicotine, fucking crack, opiates, whatever it is, right? It's so rare to find somebody pure. And I think that's my goal. Like the more I eliminate shit out of my life that I feel controlled by, or I feel like I have to have, or I'm not going to be okay, and I'm able to eradicate that, it brings my being to a whole nother level. Like I'm just able to unlock shit. I just instantly level up. My income levels up, my health levels up, my mindset levels up. There's a lot of shit I could tell you. Like if you're one of those intelligent kind of people, super analytical, and you're very creative, I can actually break down some of the reasons why your spirit just feels inflamed in energy, like and powerful, right? When you start eliminating these things, I can literally explain it, even going to the oxidation in your brain, in your fucking brain cells, bro. Like this is just an antenna, right? So I'm at the gas pump. It's like, man, this guy goes on fucking tangents. I'm sorry. I'm at the gas pump. And I take one cigarette out, a half a pack full, right? And I look at the cigarette and I throw it in through the window. And I said, dude, this is the last one. Take the pack, throw it away. As soon as I throw the pack away, get in the car, I got the cigarette in my hand, right? And we're coming up to Alabama. There's a beautiful tunnel that I love going through when I travel from Florida to Texas, back forth, whatever. It's a badass tunnel. You go over this bridge. And the tunnel's all lit up, dude. It looks like Earthworm Jim, right? So I'm getting to the tunnel and I'm like looking at my phone and it's like an Amber Alert. Everything is locked down. Everything is locked down. This is the first lockdown, guys. I think Trump was like shutting borders and shit and people were tripping out. But this is like the first real lockdown. And that's when shit got real because I had so many things lined up. I had such big plans. I had so many like pretty badass like job opportunities. Everything was looking gravy. And after I got that message, I was just like, wow. And I called my wife. I'm like, hey, did you get that message? She's like behind me in the Jeep. She's like, no. And then she got it while we're on the phone. And I go, hey, we still got that apartment though, right? She's like, yeah, no, we're good. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out when we get there. So, I kind of smoked that cigarette. That was the last cigarette I smoked, guys. Like, no kidding. I did not waver. Now, this isn't the first time that I tried to stop, and there's a reason why I'm explaining this, right? It's because a lot of insurance agents, they're seeing these numbers, 20,000, 40,000, right? This agent wrote $10,000 in one day. You guys are clicking across YouTube videos. You guys are looking at shit, thinking, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. And it's true. But dude, I fought that battle with cigarettes since I was 12 years old. I fought that battle with alcohol since I was 21 years old. Okay, this is a 10-year journey, or probably like a 7-year journey with alcohol. But dude, when I go, right? So I play with it for like a year, 2 years, and then it's just every day it's a thing. That's just how I am. I can't piddle and paddle with shit. I go hard. Like I go all the way in. If I'm with you, I'm with you. We're all the way in till the wheels fall off, right? That's how I am with everything in life, It's a blessing and a curse. So, 3 years prior to that, I tried to quit and I quit for a month and I fell, right? But every fucking day, guys, like for the last 5 years, I always would tell myself, dude, I'm going to stop. I have videos of me running on a treadmill after I just smoked a cigarette. Like, because I was just like looking at myself like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're smoking cigarettes, but you want to stop so bad you're running on a treadmill. I had to get real with myself and say, dude, I don't want to stop. I can't. It's an insult to my intelligence to say that I want to stop, but I can't, right? That truly means you don't want to stop. So stop fighting with yourself. You just have to sit down and get real, right? So one of the things about that is like, you're going to fail. You're going to fail forward. Like it's okay to have big goals and ambitions, but guys, look at where you are now. I came from a place where I was making $80K a year, helping someone out with ads with potential to do some rev share or equity in a company. And I left all that behind because I still wasn't showing up the way I knew I could have for that individual. And that individual put his neck on his line for me, and I love him to death. And if you're watching this video, you already know what it is, bro. To the day I drop, I got your back. I love you to death, man. He's like a father figure to me. So, and we still talk, and you know, I still try to help him out here and there. But a lot of things have changed since then, right? Business wise, right? But at any rate, you know, every day, dude, I fought and I tried to like find ways to succeed at eliminating these habits. It was hard. It was very hard, but it's not impossible. And I think I could have done a lot better had I surrounded myself with a group of people, or if I had just learned what I learned from those books, those Alan Carr books, dude. Like that shit was such an eye opener. It's ridiculous. But guys, the thing is with life insurance, you don't need to make $20,000 a month. What are you making right now? The whole goal should be to at least make what you're making right now. So when I got to Texas and it's the pandemic, obviously I'm not the type to just sit around, right? Even though we're getting these little stimulus checks and taxes around that time, I can't sit around, bro. There's no way. Like, I'm always going to be doing something. So I got a job as a pizza delivery guy, and I love the shit out of making pizza, bro. I'm not ashamed to say it. I got a job. I dropped out of high school to make pizza, basically. And that was my second job after my first telesales job, right? And I was just delivering food, and I was making, it was so laughable. It's probably like $600, $700 of, probably like $1,200 a month, right? So from there, that was your goal. Okay, how can I make X amount of dollars that I'm making right now, but on my own time? So I found an opportunity as a fronter, as a guide for assurance. It wasn't even selling life insurance yet. I was a transfer guy, bro. I was the guy that would fucking send you the live transfer, right? Some of y'all are like, oh, this dude. Nah, I was a beast, man. You would want me to be your fronter, I promise you. So that was my escape for my job, right? And I was making $300 a day, $200 a day. Obviously, I'm like, dude, this is a no-brainer. I'm not fucking going back to work. I put my 2 weeks in because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a work, you know, I'm gonna work the shifts out, basically. I'm not gonna leave anybody high and dry. I don't care what it is. It could be a fucking job at Jack in the Box, dude. I'm not that person. So I put the 2 weeks in. I make sure he could backfill my position. And I built good relationships, man. I want to talk about that too. I built really good relationships with this dude. And I know when I go to open up my restaurant in the future, when I retire, because that is something my passion is, like cooking food. I'm going to have good relationships with people who've been there and done that. I mean, it's just so important. No matter what you guys are doing, where you're at right now, build a freaking relationships, right? At any rate, I was making $200, $300 a day. So dude, I that was it, right? Now I'm looking at my wife who's winning, selling life insurance. And finally I'm understanding, because I'm transferring people making $300 a day. And I'm like, dude, well, what is the guy who's selling them making, right? So now I get my insurance license. It took me about a week. I cram studied for like 8 hours, passed the exam by 1 point. I think I got a 76. I was scared to open the fucking thing. I'm in the car and talking to my wife. Yeah, I got my results. She goes, what, did you pass? I go, I don't know. She's like, what do you mean? So I'm like, I have it. I just haven't opened it. She's like, dude, just open it. So I open it slowly and it's like, pass. And I look at the points and it's like literally by 1 point, guys. I don't care. I'm licensed, though. I'll take it. So then I go, well, let's break down the math, right? I'm contracted at 110 and I get a 9-month advance. So that's 75%. So technically, if I sell a policy for, let's say $1,000 in AP, I'm going to get 1,100 out of that. And out of the 1,100, 75% of that's advance, about $825. I said, well, shoot, if I make $200 a day, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's $1,000 a week. What do I need to do to quit this job? I need to make 2 sales. That's it. 2 sales, 800, that's $1,600, 2 sales. I've ran ads in the past. I could run ads again. Anyways, we're not going to get into that. Long story short, I found a great company, right? You guys know who it is. Go on my channel. You'll see me wearing the shirts all the time, right? Found a great company. Still with them till this day. It changed my life. You know, I'm forever indebted to them. Love them. Love them to death. Nick and Jeff, if you guys are watching, love you guys. They provided the leads, pre-qualified callbacks, right? You just had, you know, they're not free leads. You still got to buy your leads. But if you make it make sense, you put your lead purchase in, it's, you know, I don't know, $1,000. What was it? 13 at the time. 75 leads for, I think it was like $1,000 or something like that. So, okay, you know, I can make 2 sales out of 100 leads. I mean, I've been doing this forever. Sales, right? Telesales specifically. So, first person that answered the phone, God bless her soul, Lucy Cobb. I need to do a policy review for Billy Ray. Lucy Cobb. Hey, first sale. Man, that was, dude, I still remember her. And it was almost a laydown. She was very concerned about her prices. She's one of those people that had more than one policy. Liberty Bankers. First app. First phone call, guys. Literally, I can go back and show you the data. Not the first phone call, but the first person that answered the phone and gave me an opportunity to present an offer, right? Sold her. From there, it's just been straight up trajectory. So, look, one brick at a time. Start where your feet are, guys. Stop looking at all these videos. $100,000, $10,000 here. $20,000 the first day here. Guys, good for them. But let's focus on you. What can we do to help you elevate from the position that you're in right now? And just know that these people, including myself, I've had over a decade of telesales experience before I went into life insurance, though I didn't have any life insurance experience. So what I can help you do is shorten that learning curve from telesales. But I'll be honest, guys, I'm still meek to life insurance, and I don't give a damn how many products come out. I'm going to simplify the whole process, the whole strategy. And the cool thing is about the network, if I do have a question, I can just drop it in my chat. I can just text somebody that I know who knows the answer, and I'll always have all the information, all the answer, all of their experience combined. You know, hundreds of years of experience combined. Why would I need to know a million different carriers processes, especially when you have technology like insurance toolkits? But what you do need is a coach, a mentor, someone who can help you shorten that learning curve. And the thing is, you don't need to be a part of my IMO. You don't need to be my downline. I don't need an override over you. I've created a system, a process, a blueprint that's going to help you elevate from where you're currently at right now in life, regardless of who you're with, right? I'm not going to say any names, but it rhymes with mel. You can stay there, right? Mimicry. You can stay there, okay? I'm just going to do what you wish your upline would do for you. And shit, your upline should send your ass my way, because they're going to keep getting production out of you, and you're going to win, right? And I'm going to win, because I'm going to have more success stories, right? And we're going to grow this platform. We're going to grow this thing into something huge, like independent agent wise, right? So guys, just tap in, man. I don't know what else I can do to help you out, but the first step is, dude, look at where you are and where you need to go next. And it's not necessarily money, but it is, hey, I do want to make more than I am right now, but would I be okay with making what I'm making right now on my own time in my own house, right? And build my own business. So thanks for stopping in, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I apologize for the voice. And let's get it. I adopted a formula. I adopted a formula.